The Golden Baby is a work over 100 years in the making. In 1882, 43 Jewish families arrived in southern New Jersey and founded Alliance, the first successful Jewish farming colony in America. These seeds grew into an amazing community that produced judges, journalists, business people, and artists who thrived in America and brought that same fearlessness into the wider world. The Golden Baby is one such story, based on a real member of the community, written down and eventually discovered by the Alliance Heritage Center. It shows the pain that these survivors endured and often continued to endure even years later. It is with pleasure we present The Golden Baby, Such a Good Boy.
The story I want to tell you is true. The names have not been changed to protect the innocent. Long ago, I learned that the innocent cannot be protected. They live, they suffer, and they die of their innocence. The only way to help them is not to change their names. And like now, to tell their story. That woman is Annette G. Bayuk. The year is 1922. This room is in a small farmhouse in Alliance, New Jersey, not far from here. Annette is a Russian Jewish immigrant. She came to America all alone in 1882. In 1883, she met and married Moses Bayuk, a widower, struggling farmer. She came with her husband to this area, where she has worked by his side ever since. In his spare time, Moses is a philosopher and a winemaker. Annette has no spare time. But she does have a mysterious past. She has never spoken of her former life in Russia except to tell us about little Moishe, the baby she left behind. See that faraway look on her face? I can always tell. She is dreaming about her firstborn. Golden Baby, such a good boy. I know this woman very well. She is my mother. I am Bluma Bayuk, born on this farm in 1888. Mama, it's me. I'm home for the weekend.
Oh, Bluma, I'm so glad to see you. How's Philadelphia? How's David? How's everything?
Good, Mama. David's practice is getting better, and last week I took a nursing job at the geriatric center, and I got a little extra money, Mom. I brought it for savings for Moishe's journey.
That's nice, Bluma. You're sure you can spare it? Okay. Now sit down, Bluma. Let me look at you. You want something to eat?
Oh, no. I'll wait for Papa to eat dinner. Where is he?
Your Papa is in Philadelphia. You didn't run into him?
Philadelphia is a pretty big city, Mama. We must have missed each other. Why is he in Philadelphia?
Does he tell me everything, your father? I ask and he mumbles, so I don't ask. He should be home soon. For the Sabbath, he always comes home.
Shabbos. You always make this old place sparkle at sundown. With chicken and soup and...
Bluma, you're here with your smart brains. Count for me the savings, my store of money for my little Moishe's passage to America. My golden baby, such a good boy. Soon, we should have enough money for his ticket. This week, I made a little extra, too. I brought the healthy baby to Miss Blumenstock, and Papa has been selling more wine. Maybe there's enough.
Maybe, Mama. Maybe after all these years, we could finally send for my brother.
From your mouth to God's ear. Quick, let's count. It's time already. It's gone. It's not here. Oh my God, it's gone. They came. They're here. They found me. Moishe, my golden baby, I'll never see you again.
Mama, it can't be gone. Everyone knows how you've been saving, how hard you've been working for this precious savings for Moishe. No one would take your money.
You don't understand, Bluma. Nobody here took it. They took it. They are still after me. Bluma, I never told you. I didn't want you should ever know. I thought here in America we are safe, but no, not even here. They found me now. They want a little redhead. They want to finish the job.
What are you talking about? I've never heard you act like this.
It's starting again. First they break in and steal your goods, then they kill you, but first they do things that you scream and scream and scream, and then they go after your children. Bluma, save yourself. Go upstairs. Hide upstairs in the feather bed.
Mama, stop. Stop, please. You're making yourself hot. You're giving yourself a fever. You're making yourself sick. Stop. What? I'm a nurse. Let me take care of you, please.
The Cossacks coming. The Cossacks, the kulaks.
They can't come here. The president won't let them in. They won't be able to get your money, Mama. We're safe here. Who would hurt us here? Why? The Cossacks can't come here.
I was 9 years old. Only 9 when they came. It was just Mama and Papa and me. We lived in a hut. Papa was a tailor, a peddler, a fixer. He did anything to make enough for us to eat. Mama, she was so beautiful. But outside, she covered her head and put streaks of dirt on her face. In the Russian town, Jewish women didn't look good outside. Someone might notice her. Someone might want her. Mama went outside to work sometimes. She went to the Polish Inn at the crossroads near our house. The Polish people who owned the inn, they were good people. Mama went to work in their kitchen sometimes. And sometimes I went along and helped too. Vasil and Mary Gorky. They were nice Polish people. Sometimes they gave me a sweetmeat or a ribbon for my red hair.
Your mama's name was Bluma. You named me after her. Is she really beautiful?
Yes. Papa always said so. Every Shabbos, when we washed and dressed up, he would look at us by the candlelight and say, "My 2 beautiful Sabbath queens."
He must have been a wonderful man.
Such love we had in our little family. But always we lived in fear. Always listening, waiting. Then one night we heard what we were always listening for. It was a sound like a whooshing, roaring sound. It is always in my ears. At night I wake up and listen for that sound even now. Then they came in the night, the kulaks, drunk and wild. We could hear them coming closer and closer. Papa grabbed me and hid me upstairs. He rolled me in the feather bed. He told me what to do. I knew it by heart already. So many times he had told me before. He told me that when I heard them break in downstairs, I should climb down the back window and run to the Polish Inn. No matter what I heard downstairs, I had to promise to climb down the back window and run away. Then he held me and blessed me, and he went downstairs. I waited, and then I heard them break in. The yells, the curses, the screams, those terrible screams, they never leave me. My papa, my mama, they are still screaming in the night. I hear them.
Mama, how terrible. All this time, loving and working, and you still have these memories. You still hear these screams.
Mr. Gorky grabbed me and pushed me into a closet upstairs and told me not to make a sound. Soon, I heard them come in, downstairs, the kulaks. I heard them celebrating, the drunken, bloody murderers celebrating their night's work. One of them yelled, the little girl, the redhead. I shivered. Mary and Vasil kept pouring the drinks, and finally they had enough and they went home, tired and satisfied, till the next time. The Gorky shaved my head, and I always wore a kerchief. I stayed at the inn with them, working in the kitchen. I never went back to sea, but Vasil did. He brought me all that was left of my family. A torn piece of feather bed. It's all I have left. A memento. It's in this locket. I wear it always. And Bluma, when I die, promise it will stay with me.
I promise.
I stayed on with the Gorkys. They were good to me. I did my work at the inn, I slept, I worked, I never smiled, I never joked, I had no friends, I existed. When I was 15, Mary Gorky decided that I should marry a Jewish boy. She thought she was doing the right thing, but I had no dowry, no family. The matchmaker found me a skinny, older man, a tailor. He would have to do. His name was Isaac Becker. He needed someone to help him in his tailor shop make his meals and satisfy his needs. So I was married. With Isaac Becker, life was impossible. He was a beast, and I was his beast of burden.
You were 15. All this happened, you were only 15.
When I was 16, something wonderful happened. I had a baby, a beautiful gurgling boy, a golden baby, such a good boy. My heart came alive again. I held him and nursed him to my breast. I had someone who loved me, someone who I loved. We called him Moishe, such a baby. But Isaac wouldn't let me stay with my baby. I was his beast of burden. He needed me in the shop and in the kitchen and in the bed. He gave the baby to his mother to care for. I only took time to nurse him, and then I had to give him back and go to work again.
So that's the story of your golden baby. I always wondered, but now I understand.
Isaac was a monster. A monster. Finally, I had to. I ran away back to the inn, to my foster parents. When they saw my condition, Vassal and Mary were upset. Terribly upset. They saved me again. They arranged with Isaac for a divorce, but Isaac and his mother wouldn't let me have my baby. The price for my freedom was my golden baby. Such a good boy. I was so weak, so pushed down that I couldn't even think straight. But then I decided on the plan. Everyone was going to America. They said the streets were paved with gold. I thought if I went to America and made a lot of money, I could buy my son back from his father. Isaac was a greedy man. For money, he would sell anyone, anything. So I decided to go to America. The Gorkys lent me money for my passage, and finally I left, all by myself. I came alone in steerage to a free country.
You're the bravest person I know.
I came to New York and got a job in the sweatshop. There was no gold in the streets, just garbage, but I felt free, away from Russia, away from Isaac, but I could not smile. Always my thoughts were on my little son, my golden baby.
Then you met Papa.
Yes. He had lost his wife. He came to town to find a woman to marry and bring back to his farm. We met, he swept me off my feet, and we married. He brought me back to his farm. Such a farm. A hut with 2 rooms, one downstairs and one up, and a bathroom outside, and 3 sons yet to share.
Did you tell him about your past?
I told him everything. Your papa is a good man, a learned man, a philosopher. He listened and he helped me. His joy and his faith made me whole again. I learned to smile. We were so poor. We had such hard times, but he gave me love and I learned to smile again. And right away, your papa said, let's start the fund. We'll pay back your Polish foster parents and then we'll save to bring over your little boy. A debt of honor comes first.
You always taught us that. You and Papa always pay your debts first.
Through the years, we saved. We managed to pay back the money to the Gorkys, but the money for Moishe's passage, that was hard. Times were hard. Crops failed, and the babies came, first Lena, then you, then Bertha and Eddie, and in between, the twins that died. It's always something. Always when we had a little extra, something went wrong. A horse died or a cow. Once we even had a fire in the barn. Always something. Only in the last few years it grows a little, but now when we almost have enough, Bluma, it's gone. All the money is gone.
It's not gone, Mama. Papa probably moved it somewhere else. You haven't counted it for months. Papa probably knows where it is.
Your Papa, he'll be home soon. It will be sundown soon. We must not be sad on the Sabbath. It is a sin. God has been good to us. We mustn't cry. I'm sorry I lost myself, Bluma. Please forgive me. God has been good to us. We mustn't cry.
Don't apologize, Mama. I love you. Here, let's fix your hair a little and wipe those tears. Your best beau will be here soon.
Stay here, by the door. Don't move. So, I am home already, if anyone want to know.
Papa, I'm so happy to see you.
Bluma, a surprise. A good surprise. I am glad you're here. Nu, my bride, you want to welcome your breadwinner?
You're home. I'm glad. I'm glad already that you're home. It's almost sundown and I have to bless the candles.
I brought a guest.
Oh, I didn't see you. You are welcome. There is plenty. And if you want to wash up, Moses will show you to the... Well, it's outside, but we keep it very clean.
After all these years, your mama still apologizes for the outhouse. She keeps it so pretty inside, planted with flowers all around, so clean inside. Our fancy guests envy us.
You are welcome here.
Thank you.
Papa, Mama's upset. The storage box with Moishe's travel money, it's empty.
Oh, it's right, Bluma. I took the money months ago.
Papa, she's upset. Go tell her.
And bless all my loved ones, Moses, Lena, Bluma, Bertha, and Eddie. And let me see my golden baby, my firstborn Moishe. Let me live to bring him here, to my side. Amen. Good Shabbos.
You may kiss him, Annette. He is one of your own.
I don't understand.
The money, Annette. The passage money. I took it. I spent it. I spent it for you. I spent it on a one-way ticket for a golden baby. Only he is a grown man now. This is your son, Annette. Moishe, this is your mother.
Moishe?
Yes, I am Moishe Becker.
Moishe, my baby.
Moishe stayed with my parents on the farm for quite a while. Mama kept staring at him, searching for one trace of the infant she had dreamed of for so long. All of us had grown up on the farm before her eyes. The Mama's firstborn had remained in her daydreams as the golden baby, such a good boy. Now he was here, a stooped, tired, middle-aged man with a wife and children of his own in Russia. Mama waited on him. She stuffed him full of her delicious cooking as if she wanted to make up for the whole 40 years of separation all at one time. Moishe enjoyed the pampering. He did not attempt to help with the farm chores. Mama was using up all her strength waiting on him. Finally, Papa had to step in.
Moishe, you've been with us for 6 months now. Do you have any plans for the future?
Well, I like it here. I think you should bring over my family. We can all live together here.
I don't think you understand how things are. It took us 40 years of scraping and sacrifice just to bring you over here. Now you will have to go to work so you can bring your family over here. I have a plan. Since you are a tailor, I can arrange with my son Sam to get you a good job in South Philadelphia.
You can rent a room with a Jewish family there, and if you work long enough and hard enough, you can send for your family in due time.
Mama realized that Moishe would have to make his own life in the city. She let Moses make all of the arrangements. Finally, when I heard that my brother would be leaving the farm that following weekend, I came home again to stand by my mother's side. I feared what another leave-taking might do to my dear little mama. Although Moishe was only going to Philadelphia, which was just about 60 miles away, he would not be able to visit if he was working and saving. Mama did not travel anymore. She stayed at home. Mom and her firstborn were going to have another separation. Would she be able to take it? I wanted to be there for Mama to lean on.
Go in good health, my son. God be with you.
Mama, don't take it so hard. Philadelphia's not far away. Your golden baby's not in Russia anymore. He's here. He'll just be in Philadelphia.
You don't understand, Bluma. All these years, I worked, I slaved, I pinched, I saved. I did without. Why? To bring over my son. When he was a baby, my little Moishe, he was so beautiful, so happy. My golden baby, such a good boy. All the years I've worked and prayed to bring him here to me. Always I dreamed of him, his eyes and his little smile. And then he came. We brought him here. My Moishe, my firstborn. And I saw him, and what did I find? A man. A grown man. A man like his father. My son is just like his father, just like the man that I ran away from 40 years ago. My son, Moishe Becker, is just like Isaac Becker, his father.
Mama, it happens. Lots of men take after their fathers.
All these years, without his mama, without my love, my care.
It wouldn't have mattered. Even if he was here. It's heredity. I learned it in school. Even if he was here with us, he still could have been just like his father. Heredity, you can't escape it.
You mean it?
Yes.
Even if he had been here with us?
Yes. Even still with us. Weren't we lucky? Weren't we lucky? We could have had all these years with someone like Isaac Becker living in our home.
Then a strange thing happened. Mama got that old, faraway look on her face again. And suddenly, little Moishe was once more in his cradle, back in Russia. Mama was dreaming about him as she always did. That blustering stranger who had stayed at her house. That middle-aged tailor who just left. What did he have to do with Mama's golden baby?
Such a good boy.